Happy weekend. Woohoo! We've made it to the weekend. Welcome to my live. And if you happen to be watching later, welcome to the replay. I'm glad that you are here either way. My name is Robin, and I'm with Robin's A Blue Creations, and I'm also an independent designer with Chalk Couture. So if you are looking for easy to use, easy to clean DIY projects and products, you are in the right place. Excuse me. So once you hop on either the live or the replay, say hi in the comments. If you're on the replay, if you wouldn't mind typing in #replay, that would be great. And then I can say hi to you when you hop on. I want to let you know I'm live in 3 locations this evening. Excuse me. So if you hear me refer to comments that you don't see in your comment feed, that person may be viewing and commenting from a different platform. Also, if you are in my private group and you are watching, there is a permission link in the description of the video. If you click that StreamYard link, that just allows StreamYard to pin your profile name and pic to your comment. You can choose not to click the link. That's a-okay. Just know that your comment will show up as Facebook user in my comments. I'll still say hi. I'll still interact. I'll still answer any questions. I may not know who I'm talking to, though. And my apologies. I'm a little froggy. It's very humid here today, so humidity always makes my cough act up a little bit, so I apologize. If at any time during the video you like what you see and you want others to see it as well, please feel free to spread the craft love all over Facebook and YouTube. Hit the heart button, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. And you can always tag your crafty friends and invite them to watch along with you. That just helps me and my little channel, and it also helps other content creators if you spread their crafty love all over social media as well. Whew, that was a lot of talking with that. Let's say hi. I see that Jason is watching from the other side of the door. And we'll see who else hops on throughout the live. This is not a regularly scheduled night for me, but I felt like I owed it to you and to myself to go live and be creative. It's been a weird week, but I'm here, and I hope to be here a couple of times this weekend. So with that, let's flip the camera. So we are going to do a product mashup. And so I'm going to be using a Chalk Couture Silkscreen reusable transfer. And I'm also going to be using an Essential Stencil plastic Mylar stencil. And this happens to be a portion of the Stencil of the Month Club stencil. So it comes actually with 2 pieces. There's some spiders and there's some bats. So this is sadly not available to the general public to purchase. But if you have any questions about Stencil of the Month from Essential Stencil, I'm not an affiliate. I'm just a huge fan. Let me know, and I will get you hooked up with who you need to hook up with. So let's swap those around. So we'll be using the bats, and then we're going to be using this family is a little Batty transfer. So I don't know what I want to do first. This transfer also comes with, let's go ahead and open these up. It doesn't come with, you can purchase separately. I should clarify that. Chalkable shape cutouts that goes along with this transfer. So you can purchase these separately. There's also a new digital bundle for these, so you can purchase the cut files. So if you have a Cricut, a Cricut machine, a Silhouette Cameo, or Portraits, or a Brother Scan and Cut, or any other electronic die cut system, you can use those files to cut cardstock vinyl, heat transfer vinyl. This would be a really cute transfer cut out of heat transfer vinyl that you could iron onto a t-shirt. You could do cute little trick-or-treat bags with heat transfer vinyl. I may have to do that. I'll have to think about that one. But you can also use the cut files if you have like a CNC machine or a laser, things like that. That would be cute on a tote bag out of heat transfer vinyl. I may just have to do that for you. So it comes with, that must be, that's that bat. And then these are the boutique surface, so you could probably technically reuse these. So if you wanted to redesign on them, so those are the four cutouts. But I don't think I'm going to use those tonight. I may change my mind. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm going to put those to the side. So I have already color blocked, base coated my transfer, or my 14-inch round. So I think I'm going to put this family is the little Batty on this side. And even though the bats are supposed to go, they're meant for like a 14 or a 16-inch round even. They're meant to go down here. But I'm going to turn it on its head. And I think I'm going to put because this design goes up and down, I think I'm going to put the bats up and down. So we'll have to try to figure that out. So if you are new to Chalkator, this is a Silkscreen reusable transfer. It is reusable about 8 to 12 times. It is also sticky backed. Because it's reusable, I need to make sure that I note on the back side of the carrier sheet that this is the back side. And I'm just going to put back, and then I'm going to put Batty. That way, if I've got 4 or 5 different transfers, I know exactly which carrier sheet this one goes to. So when I'm all finished cleaning this up with just plain old water, and I've let it dry, then I know I can put the transfer back on this side, and that this is the back side. I'm trying to decide if I want to wax. First, let me tell you what I did. So on this side, I used Canyon Orange from Deco Art Americana. You could also use orange peel and just use either watered down or straight out of the jar in a paintbrush. Totally fine. I just have so much acrylic paint, I need to get it used up. And for this side, I wanted a slightly stained look. So I started out with dark chocolate. It wasn't quite dark enough. It was a little too reddish brown. So then I added burnt umber, still a little too brown. So then I added a little bit of pavement, and it's kind of a gray black. So what you want to do on that is, there's mostly brown in here. So if you want to mix a little bit of black to give it a little bit of dimension so that you don't have such a flat brown color, just put in a tiny drop. Like you can see that little drop of pavement. And then don't mix it in, but kind of marble it in your paint. And then I just used a wet wipe. You can see I just kind of marbled it in. So just use it, and I just used a wet wipe, and I wiped it on. And if you want it darker, you need to let your first coat dry and then do another coat with your wet wipe. So that's what I did on that. I'm trying to decide if this is smooth enough to straight up paint. I'm trying to decide if I need to wax. Yeah, Jason says, don't mix it. I haven't seen one of those videos in forever. So because I'm working on a wood surface, and because this is a sticky transfer, I want to knock back a little bit of that adhesive just so it's not so sticky that it pulls or distorts my transfer when I remove it, or it might even pull up some of my wood fibers. Sometimes I get ready down here, so there's always hair on. Probably should skip getting ready down here, but it is what it is. always end up with hair. Or I should probably put my fuzz cloths away when I'm not using them. That's probably what I should start doing. Okay, let's keep fuzzing. So I'm just knocking back quite a bit of that adhesive. This is a fairly sticky transfer. And as you use them, you'll learn to kind of feel if it's too sticky, not sticky enough. Make sure I don't have any of those hairs running through my design. There's one there. Yeah, I'm going to have to start putting them away. Okay. So if you've ever used some of the past transfers, you know that they were very opaque. These are a lot more see-through, so I can see where I'm putting my design. And I think that looks pretty good. And I don't care if this goes over into the orange. Hey, Miss Ashley. Excuse me. Man, this humidity's killing me. So I'm gonna. In fact, it might be kind of cute to put some of that bat, even though it doesn't match. I wonder. I'm actually. So this is what we're going to put on the other side over here. I'm wondering if I should replace these bats with these bats. They don't look. I think they match. They'll be fine. I'm not going to get that picky. It's too much work. I think I'm going to scooch it back over this way. Okay, put it down, Robin. I'm doing good, Ashley. How are you? So I'm just going to burnish my design. So I have black velvet and I have white. And I also pulled out glow in the dark. And funny thing, this glow in the dark is from last year and it truly still glows in the dark. So I think we'll do the bats in black. I think I'll do everything else in white, and then on the little, these little sparkle details, I might add some glow in the dark when we're done. Okay, so I need to get a squeegee or 4. I didn't wax, and I'm glad it's Friday as well. So I'm going to go from the bottom to the top, just because the bottom one is larger. Probably should have used a larger squeegee on the bottom. I'm glad it's Friday as well. Okay, so I'm just going to run my squeegee down. I'm going to try to make sure I'm using a light hand so I don't splooge the paste out. Okay, so I'm going to even out my squeegee lines. guy over here. And let's go ahead and pull that portion up. So I'm just going to gently peel it up. I don't want my chalk paste to dry down there while I'm doing the rest of the transfer. So I'm just going to lift that up. I'm going to get out my hair dryer. My birthday was very good. It was fun. Spent it with my parents. I spent it with Jason and Dane. My boss took Jason and I out to eat today, so I kind of stretched it out to over a week. It's kind of a bittersweet day today, though. I did take down my booth at Junk in the Trunk. I just couldn't, with not as much income coming in anymore. I just couldn't swing the cost. And I'm not for sure that's the place for handmade, which no knock to them, but it was a fun experiment. But so I'm still at Flipping Fabulous and Raised Rustic in Ellsworth. That little one right up there. I didn't get that one very well down there. Okay, so I'm going to even everything out. I'm going to stick it down over here just so that I make sure I don't pull it all the way up. And then I'm going to release that one down there. Okay. Ashley, did you guys have football this week? Okay, so let's burnish the bats. Uh-oh, what happened? That was weird. That was bizarre. Wonder if I hit my mouse. I don't think I did, though. That was weird. Sorry about that. Week birthdays are fun. Yes, they are. Okay, so let's get our black out. So I'm just going to use a smaller squeegee. This one's considered the mini. I'm going to end up with this bracelet bobble in my paste. So I'm just using black velvet. Turn it around so I can see it. So I'm just going to do the bats. It's too quiet. The air conditioner shut off, so it's really quiet down here now. Unless you can hear Dane. Oops. So I'm just kind of peeling slow in case I need to lay it back down to fix any part of the... That's cute. Let's move that over there. Let's dry these bats. Thanks. Ashley says that is cute. And Jason says that looks sharp. This family's a little batty. Okie doke. I wonder how different that... I might use that. You can use chalk paste to stencil, but again, I have so much black paint that I need to try to use up. So I think we'll just use stencil paint. So I'm going to get out a little plate and paper towel. And so we're going to try to piece this together. I think that works, kind of like that. Maybe I'll, since this bat under here is hanging over there, I might hang, let's hang those two out over there. I still have some tape over here, so we'll tape that down there, and we'll tape that right there. That should work. Okie doke. So I'm just going to dab a little bit of paint on my paper plate. And you can use a stencil brush. You can use these. These are called ink sweepers. They're just basically like a jumbo dauber. They work really well. And then I have these I was going to try, maybe. So then you could even use makeup sponges. I have the whole gamut out. I usually like to try a few things. See what works. And so you want to use really light coats. So you want to make sure you get most of your paint off before you go to your stencil. That will keep everything, that will keep you from bleeding under the stencil area. This one might be a bit too bulky to use, clunky. I don't feel like I have a whole lot of control. Let's sneak a peek. So far, so good. Let's use something else that just doesn't. I didn't feel like I got very good control of that. And you'll probably have to come in with more than one coat. This part's a little tedious, but I did get all my well, I'm mostly done with my fabric pumpkins. I just need to add stems and Spanish moss, but I got the last 2 sets sewn and stuffed and sewn back up. I just need to do stems and Spanish moss, but that won't take very long. And then I just have to decide whether I want to save those for my event at Rolling Hills Zoo on the 7th of October, or if I want to put them at, I think Ellsworth has plenty of pumpkins. If they go anywhere, they'll go to Flipping Fabulous, but they have quite a few too as well. And if they don't sell at Rolling Hills, then I'll probably take them to Flipping Fabulous. Yep, this works better. Check. So there's that so far. Looks pretty good. I don't think I'm going to do that one, but if it looks like I need to fill in that gap, I will. Let's see if I can soak up some of this. Come back up here. Just kind of fill in. Okay, so let's move this. Let's pull that one up there. I don't really want that many. Let's put that one there. And then I'm going to block these off. So I've been cutting down a lot of my stencils because when you get a stencils sets in from Essential Stencil, they'll be like one sheet that's a full 12 by 16 stencil, and then you'll get one that's probably that has 2 on it. So those would be I can't do math right now. 9 by 12. Yeah. And then you'll get one sheet that may have like 5 or 6. And because those were all stored together, I had no idea what what smaller designs I had. So I've been cutting them up. So I have a lot of these extra little Mylar scraps. So I hung on to them to use as little masking pieces. So now I have a little bit more of a handle on what designs I have. And these work perfect as little masking stripes. Okay, let's try that one. So like, for example, these two came as one large sheet. And so I cut them apart just so I could store them easier. Let's do another one this size and we'll go that way. think. So then I don't want that one, and I don't want that one. Sorry, this is kind of tedious, but so can we fit a big one? I think we'll put a big one here, and he'll be kind of hanging off. So has anyone started decorating for Halloween yet? As I've been driving home, I've been seeing more and more people putting Halloween inflatables out already, so we may have to join the masses and put up our inflatables soon. Yep, Jason says it's almost time for T-Rex. These are kind of close together. Got a little carried away. Okay. So let's start there first. So again, I'm just dipping my little makeup sponge into my paint. I'm dabbing a little bit off. I'm not even getting a whole lot. You can see just where that little dab of white paint, wet paint is in the middle. That way I don't have to dab off as much. Let's move that one around. Okay, I'm going to have to come back to that one. If you try to put too much paint, too many paint layers on at one time, you'll start to peel up your, or pull up your wet paint. Those got a little too close together, but let's put this big one. Put that one there. This may be the last one. We'll have to see. And if there's a few of you on, I was going to do a gift away this evening. So those of you that are eligible, i.e. not Jason, you can put hashtag Batty, Batty. So it would look like that. Just hashtag Batty. If you put that in the comments, I will do a gift away at the end. And actually, maybe since there's just a few of you on, we will hold it out through the weekend. And I will, I think, yeah. Then I'll draw maybe on Monday. I think I can squeeze maybe one more or a portion of one down there. I think there's too many in there, but that's okay. Let's find one of our little ones. Oops. We'll do him. Just need a tiny bit more paint. Like dollop. Oh man, it wasn't dry. See if I can fix that one. I smudged that one. It wasn't quite dry. So let's see if I can fix that. If it's already dried on there. For the most part, I think I got that. Okay. I think, I don't know if I should try to do any over here or if that's going to be too many. I could put one hanging off here. Or do a really small one right there. Yes, no, too many already. What do you think? Should I just go with what I have? So there's what we have so far. Ashley says it looks good the way it is. Okay, so I think we'll stop. I kind of agree. That that away. I need to figure out, I was going to try to do, I will probably come back in with glow in the dark if I choose to use glow in the dark, but I may not even choose to use glow in the dark. So let's give it a good once over, and then we'll work on the bow and the hanger. I'm going to spray down my transfer. It's been sitting over here drying. I'm going to reactivate that paste so it doesn't dry in my silkscreen area. Then let's put some of this away. Let's get out my big bite. Oh. So we'll put some holes in. So let's get out my ruler and this will mark well. Okay, I'm gonna try to center my round, and then I'm going to put my 0 marking, because this part of the ruler is a centering ruler, so I'm going to line it up with the 7 roughly. So I'm just going to, let's go back the other way so I can get a little closer. Look, I don't know if I'm even. It's too far down. So I kind of like to use the 3 marks here. I'm going to put a little white dot there, and a little white dot there. Those probably aren't even. It's too hard to read. So we're looking at, it's pretty close. Okay. So I'm just going to use those. I can still kind of see those white dots where my holes are going to punch. There's that one. Oh, I got to stand up. Can't get any leverage. Oh! I already went. Well, I didn't make it all the way through. I can't get it all the way through. I can't get that one all the way through. Oh, we'll have to fix that. Not totally necessary. Let's see if I can punch through some of it. Yeah, we'll have to get that later. So let's work on our boat. So I think we found these. Yeah, these are Michael's. Thought it was perfect. And then I think I got, yep, these are both from Michael. So that one's kind of an iridescent black netting. And then I was going to look in my stash and see what else I had. I don't think cow print is appropriate. But I have houndstooth. I have some black and white stripe. I have some orange and white polka dot, but that might be a bit too whimsical. So let's just work with these for a little bit. I have my bow maker over here. Let's cut these. Do you think I should use the orange and white polka dot? Let me know. Okay. So let's put this in the back. This was what I was kind of looking for. I'm poking it out. Nope. Wonder if I bet this is too thick for the power punch. It's just a skosh. Too thick of wood. That's fine. You think I should use the orange and white polka dot? We'll see what it looks like. So let's, goodness golly, I have too much stuff over here. I've got to clean one of these days. Okay, so this is just like a really pretty iridescent glittered mesh. So I might do 3 pieces of that. And let's start at 10, because I can always cut it shorter if I need to. But I can't add it on. Sorry, my scissors are loud. There's that one. So I'm just going to scrunch it up kind of at the middle. Stick it in my Bodabra, my little mini. It's my 3rd hand. So that'll give it some dimension. And then I think we'll do a little bit of this one. So I started that first one at 10, so I'll do this one a little shorter, maybe like 9 3/4. I'm only going to do 2 of these. This is not wire edged, but I can still make it work. I think with it laying against this mesh, it'll still do pretty good. So put that one there. I'm going to do that one there. Let's do this one next. So this one will be kind of 9.5-ish. one's really pretty. I had this ribbon, I had this door hanger in mind when we bought this ribbon. I may not use, I don't know, we'll have to see. Actually, it may bring in, so let's put it in the back. I like to kind of alternate colors. So I probably shouldn't have had the black mesh against the black and the white. There we go. Okay. So let's just scrunchy. And we'll put the black back in. And we'll put this back in. How y'all doing out there? Put that one in. And then we'll do this one. I'm going to cut. This is kind of a yucky end. Jason says he's doing great. Okay, just put that one on the top. And we'll trim some of these down. Some of these are way too long. But again, it's easier to start with more and take it down to less. So now let's get a twisty tie. Get a couple of twisty ties. So if I can take this out and smash it all down. Kind of get it where I want it. Although it's going to be still continue to get smashed. Okay, so let's put a twisty tie around it. Hopefully it doesn't come undone. And then before I tighten it, I'm going to thread this one through. And then I'm going to not fully tighten it, but tighten it enough to where it's not going to come apart on me. And then just kind of spread everything out. And then we'll work on getting it all tightened. I like to have help. Okay. Okay, so still not totally there yet, but we're getting there. So now we just kind of need to trim. And I like to do an angle. If you prefer the dovetail cut, you go ahead and do that. That is not my preference, but you do you. I leave this, I'm just going to leave this one straight probably. I might trim it just a skosh. At least that one anyway. And then we'll come into the black and white one and trim it just a little shorter than the orange and black one. Same way with the bat. And I usually have all my points go in. And then these front ones are shorter. And then that helps give it a little bit more dimension. You're watching Solomon lose to Little River in football. Oh no. Let's move those up. Jason used to know a Solomon coach years back, like in the early 2000s. So we went to a few games over in Solomon. I'm a little confused there for a moment, which is not hard to do. Oops. Cute. So then I just kind of stick my finger kind of up through in the middle of the ribbons, and that kind of gives an illusion of a little loop. Okay, so let's, I don't know if I can get anything through there. Let's see. Not without. I could take the easy route and go get my drill, but let me just go get my drill. Un momento. That way we can get the hanger put on. Something. Okay. Oh, I got stuff all over the floor. Okay. I don't need that. Let me figure out. That's almost perfect. This might be a little too big, but okay, let's get this put in. And then put this on the edge of my table. Hopefully I don't have much to get through. Break my, there, we'll just do it this way. There. Okay, that was easy peasy. Okay, now we can finish. So let's get, not that size. Let's get our twine. Well, thank you, Miss Ashley. I don't buy very much. This just happened to be on sale at Michael's when we were there for my birthday weekend. No, the weekend before we were in Wichita. So we went. Okay. I don't buy very much. It's scrapbook paper that I have a problem with. Which is funny because although I am using it more. Okay, so I'm just getting a little bit of tape on the end of my twine to kind of act as a needle so that I can, and I will eventually paint the back, but I have not. And I will have to deconstruct part of this because I will also have to seal this. But I want you to see the finished product. So I'm just putting a little bit on the end so it can act as my needle so I can get it through those holes. Probably go this way. I really tore the back of that. Doesn't want to go through. There we go. So I just use a piece in each side, and then I match the ends up, get it all even, and then just tie a knot. I have way more than I need. And you can make it whatever length you want. That might be a bit too high. Okay, and then that might be a bit too high, but that's okay. You can always fix it later. And then since we put our twisty tie on the back already, I can fish. And I'm going to put it on this side. I'm normally a bow on the right side kind of person, but because I prefer to cover up the bats versus the words, we're going to put it on the left. It's going to be crooked. I'm just trying to fluff it out a little bit so it's not so crooked. And it might be just the way that I've got it. So once you've got it on there, you just kind of want to pull this piece down. Kind of get them where you want them. It doesn't help that it's crooked, but that looks pretty good. I think I got that piece a little too short, but okay. Let me, since you can't see hardly anything. So there is what we have. This family's the little Batty. Anybody, can anybody relate? So that's what we look like. So I should have this at the Rolling Hills event. I'm going to have to cut that because it doesn't. I cut that one side a little too short. So I'll have this at the Rolling Hills event. So if you're out there, let me know. It's October 7th. And it'll be in the early evening. I know last year they had quite a few vendors. So if you're there, hit me up. I just want to show you, I know I've been on for an hour, but we had, there are some retired transfers that have been re-released, and they are at least 50% off right now. So I wanted to show you a quick little video that highlights some of the things that are 50% off. There's also a new 9x9 shadow box, and it's refillable. So you can either get like the wood grain surface that matches a lot of the cutouts, or you can get a boutique surface, which is the same surface as the cutouts. So it's redesignable. So that's really cool. But let me show you this little video real quick, and this will show you some of the transfers that have been re-released. Okay, so I have that posted on my Facebook page if that was a little too quick for you. But you can also go to my website, which is, let's see if I have it. Right here. It's also on my website under specials. If you go shop by category and then click the specials, there's also, I believe paste singles have been buy 5 get 1 free, and now it's a mix and match, so you can buy paste and ink single packs, buy 5 get 1 free. Also, I just found out that the 6 packs of paste are going away October 1st, so if you want to stock up on those, now would be a great time. There's all sorts of promotions going on right now. I haven't even hardly touched any of them. There's just so many. But just keep watching my Facebook page, and I will have most of those posted. But again, this is what we did. I hope to be live again tomorrow and Saturday. Let me take that banner off. Let me go ahead and take that off. So that's what we did. This family's a little batty. So thanks for hanging out with me tonight, or if you're watching later, thanks for hanging out on the replay. I hope you all have a great weekend, and I will see you later. Thanks for watching.